part of that interconnectedness, that connectedness that's there that we're not always aware of, that's how come, for example, I can have an idea for you. If you're looking for a word, I can access it.
I believe so. I think when the hearts are open, you are as one, and therefore, and we talk about it being telepathic, but actually I think it's natural. I just think it's natural. As a musician, for instance, once you've got a few people in harmony around them, it carries its own harmony, carries on. Okay, something else happens in bands, That's the reason the Beatles were so successful. They were some different characters, but they met as one and harmonised as one. So you've got more than just four people. You've got something very special. It's the same. I've also noticed when we're around people with awareness, we pick up on that as well. We see beyond. We just have to be in their presence. I'm sure with Nelson Mandela, who passed us yesterday, this was a feeling. You're with that person who sees this wonderful unification of the human race, and you already have that. You have that knowledge beside them, just by sitting beside them, by bringing, as Gandhi said, their being to it. So, again, as a health professional of sorts, I'm quite conscious that sometimes all I have to be is just sit and be, and that being maybe somehow, to that person initially, I may be the son, the father, the grandfather. I don't know as well. Who knows what I am, what I'm healing just by being there, and listening, and getting connected. Yeah.
I think too that whole honouring of the human being, that beingness state. A friend, Sally Anderson, says on greeting people, it's a profound privilege to be in your presence. And even saying that myself, I can feel it stirring my heart. That honouring and the authenticity that's behind it, to truly honour and revere the human presence, even though it's not always wonderful, the actual doing bit of what many of us
you're radio improv, aren't you? You're talking about improvisation, and in fact, this first feeling that we have when we meet somebody is so important. Instantly you see somebody and say, "Oh, that's," even if you say, "Look, that's a lovely shirt or a nice dress or something," well, you look great, even if you've never met them before. If that's the first thing you're looking at and you say it, within 5 or 6 seconds, they know that you're being honest. And occasionally it means we blurt out things that may in retrospect seem inappropriate, but that's the price we pay. But I don't think it really matters, because as long as people feel you're being honest, they laugh. But what I've noticed about in the health service, when people come to me and they feel they haven't had a good deal from the service or from doctors or whoever, they really felt the person is offhand. They haven't actually, there's no criticism of spontaneity, there's criticism of being down, removed, and somehow not putting themselves in a situation, in other words, sharing that. The best thing you can ask a doctor is, what would you do, if it was you or a loved one going through what I'm doing it. Instant connection, what would that person do? And that's actually what we should be saying anyway. This is what I would do, and this is this is the way I would go with this. So we instantly know that this person and me and you and me are the same. We're and potentially going to have the same problems and same issues and same joys. Yeah.
And inviting that that level of conversation or that level of questioning, you're creating a peer relationship.
Yeah, and in no way does it deflect from why the person's come to see you, because we're learning from each other basically as well. And I mean, the only thing I can really offer is that I've done it for a long time, and I've listened to a lot of people, and I've been through lots of situations, and look, looked at a few books, but I think the experience is the most important thing, and that's what they're gaining. I think they want a bit of that, and that's important. What we're going to do.